Okay guys, so the first thing that we're going to do to get started on this is come up with a way for us to test what our base level is. And so what we're going to start with right now is just a simple plank. Now you can do the plank arms extended, or you can do the plank on your elbow, and when we get done doing that, we'll have a couple of variations we can do for those that are maybe a little bit more advanced or a little bit more experienced. But for right now, what we want to do is just take your phone and go to the clock and set the stopwatch, and I want you to do a plank, and I want you to hold it for as long as you can, and then push the stop, and that's going to be your starting point. And so then in 30 and 60 and 90 days, we will retest that and see how far you've been come along. Now that's going to do two things for us. One, it's going to give us an idea of how you're progressing. But two, it's also going to give you some encouragement to see, okay, so the first one I did, I was able to hold it for 30 seconds, and now I can hold it for 2 minutes, or whatever the time frame may be. So I just want to kind of give you that. And then again, one of the reasons why we like to do plank is because it really helps build the core, and the core is very important for protecting our back and our stomach as well. So I'm going to start off with just a simple plank. I'm going to do mine arms extended, and we're just going to hold. And we're going to hold here, and we're just going to count. Now, if you want to make it a little bit more difficult, you can roll up on your toes a little bit, or you can do your plank on your elbows, if you prefer to. Okay? And we're just going to hold it for however long you can count, and then we're going to write that down. And we want to keep track of it so that we can determine where we're at, again, like I said, in 30, 60, 90 days. Now, for those of you that are a little bit more advanced, you can do some other things while you're doing your plank, which will help also build your abs. So you can do a plank and come in with your knee and come up, and in and up. And then you can switch in and up, in and up. Again, holding the plank for however long you can hold it. And then you can also come in with your elbows and touch your elbows with your knee and go back side to side. Again, that's a little bit more difficult, but for those that are a little bit more advanced. So that's the first thing that we want to do. We want to assess where you're at. We want to write it down, and then we're going to revisit that again in 30, 60, and 90 days. Okay? Thank you guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.